Shalom to the nation of Israel. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakradash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim as well as the Akwav out there who listen. So I just want to go over a lesson over how Solomon, the son of David, was reincarnated into Yahawashi, Hamashiach. So I'm gonna start off by going into Second Samuel, the 7th chapter, starting at verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee. Solomon, that's Yahweh talking to David, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. Matter of fact, that was Nathan speaking to David, but that was Yahweh. Yahweh told Nathan to tell this to David. So yeah. So, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. So when you go into Solomon, he only reigned for like 40 years. But it's saying this, in verse 13, I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. So his kingdom was just postponed because he ended up eventually going off. But you'll see, continuing on. I will be his father, so the son of Yahweh. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. So let's go into the word rod. Pretty much go into clan. Right here.
Strong's H 7626, Shevet, and second entry, Shevet.
So Shevet goes into rod, staff, branch, that can go into lineage, offshoot, club, scepter, tribe. So we'll go into the branch of your house or your family or the clan or tribe. So the children of men, the tribe of men, with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. Let's go into the word stripes.
Strong's H 5061. Negeh. Strong's H 5061. Negeh.
Going to stroke, plague, disease, mark, plague spot. To stroke and wound. When Yahawashi was on the cross, I'll show you. But he pretty much was wounded by the men. I'll show you in probably the next precept, but continuing on. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee, and thy house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever. So that goes into the kingdom of heaven that's soon to come. That's nigh. But let me go into the next precept. It goes into John 19. Let's see. Starting at verse 5. John 19, verse 5. Then came Yahawashi forth wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. And Pilate said unto them, Behold the man. When the chief priests, therefore, and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. And Pilate saith unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. So yeah, the Jews, And the high priest and the officers, they want they want to wound Yahawashi. Continue on. The Jews answered him, "We have a law, and by our law he ought to die." So wounded him, to mark him, to kill him, because he had made himself the son of Yahweh. Didn't it literally just say in 2 Samuel that Yahweh will make Solomon his son? Continuing on. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall and said unto Yahawashi, "Whence art thou?" But Yahawashi gave no answer. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, as you see right there, the people want to wound him. As you can see. Let's go into the next precept, proving that Solomon was Yahawashi reincarnated, because he learned all things. Let's go into Wisdom of Solomon 7, starting at verse 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are Yahawashi. Like Yahweh gave Solomon the things that are. Continuing on, namely to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times. So he knew the past, present, and future. He knew how the world was made and the operations of the elements. For instance, like the periodic table, if you can understand that, if you know what that is. The alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of the seasons. So he knew how, he knew the change of season. He knew when fall, spring, summer, winter would happen. The circuits of the years. For instance, like I said, he knew the beginning, ending, in the midst of times. And the position of the stars. The natures of living creatures. So he knew about the animals. And the furies of wild beasts. So he knew about, for instance, like alligators, crocodiles, lions. Then he knew about bugs, insects, and all stuff like that. And then he knew about birds, and frogs, and mice, and things like that. He knew about all of that. And the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of roots. So he knew about roots, plants, trees, flowers. He knew about all that. And all such things are as either secret or manifest. Them I know. Yeah, he know all things, secret or manifest, because Yahweh gave him that. And he had it since the beginning, before the world was made. For wisdom, which is the work of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding, the Holy Spirit, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick, which cannot be lettered, ready to do good. So that is describing the wisdom. But yeah, as you see before that, he knew the secrets. He knew the secrets or things manifest. He knew the animals. He knew the wild beasts. He knew the plants, the roots of plants and trees. He knew the beginning, ending, in the midst of time. So he knew the beginning, end, and present times. So he definitely knew he was gonna be Yahweh. He's gonna be Yahweh Shai in the future. And he knew he was Yahweh Shai before that, before the world was even made. He knew the operations of the elements and how the world was made, and the turning of the sun. So he knew everything on the right hand side, and then I'm gonna show you he knew everything on the left hand side too. Like, if you look it up, like Solomon, like witches worship him just because. I'm not trying to say that, but he was mighty on the left hand side. Like he knew about spirits and all that other stuff too. Let's go into Ecclesiastes, I believe 7. Yeah, 7:25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom. So he wanted wisdom, good or bad, left hand or right hand side, and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. So it goes into witchcraft and all types of crazy stuff, spirits, evil spirits. Yeah. So he knew about all that. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a quick little lesson on Yahawashi was Solomon, and Solomon was him in the reincarnation. And that Yahweh said that Solomon was going to be his son. And then in the New Testament, you see that Yahawashi was the son of Yahweh. And then he learned the good, bad, and the ugly. And he had knowledge over everything, wisdom over everything. As you can see right here, I'm gonna go right back into it one last time. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operations of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the position of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the fears of wild beasts, the violence of the winds, and the reasoning of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of roots. All such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. So he know all things. Call all Yahawashi Yahawashi. Lord will. I hope this lesson was edifying. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, teaching rule will, who taught me this truth. All praise to the Most High Yahawashi Yahawashi Barakatah. Until next time, Shalom.